everybody! Hello! Are you receiving this message? Hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackFilms here. Welcome to a live stream. I haven't done one of these. Well, I mean, I have, but specifically a post-Jurassic Park Legacy Q&A. For the next hour and a half, we will be discussing, essentially, just talking about the Jurassic Park Legacy. If you guys have any specific questions, whether it be about the production or the story, minus like a few things in the future, but all that said, we're here to talk Jurassic for the next hour and a half, and answer your questions, whether it be making ofs, behind the scenes, whether it be so on and so forth. That's all dedicated to this topic, Jurassic Park, because last night, over the weekend, we have completed the legacy, almost 10 years of doing marathon reviews. And that is what essentially has ended, in answer to your questions, guys. The marathons have ended, meaning the 4-part marathons that I normally do with this series has come to a close. I think after 10 years, after doing this for so long, I just felt I've run out of steam. It's good to end it on sort of a trilogy note, because yes, Rebirth is coming. And on top of that, it's probably going to get a trailer, I would say either tomorrow or this week. And because of that, I have to be prepared for this. So I am planning, I should clear some things up. Yes, we are going to be continuing the legacy with Rebirth, but with one episode. It's not going to be a marathon. That is the part I've pretty much cleared the plate on. It makes my time a little easier. But honestly, yeah, it's just been a fun ride. And just the name, I first want to start off just by saying all the huge thank yous to everybody involved. Just the name, first of all, the Patreon sponsors have been amazing in funding the production. You guys have come a long way. If you guys are interested, link down below. Check out our Patreon. If you donate $1 or more, it really does support our channel. So that is the main contribution. Our financiers outside of that, my dad, my mom, a lot of people who helped out on that end. But then on top of that, our cast and crew, oh my God, were amazing. Obviously, we've had some veterans here. We had Alana show up in the beginning as 18 to kind of bridge the gap between the King's Gauntlet arc and Jurassic Park. On top of that, Joshua Botello, the Endgamer 64, as our hologram of John Hammond, was amazing. Really funny, really entertaining to work with on green screen. And on top of that, just people like Paleo, who plays the Agent Sean Lau, the agent of the Department of Medical Control, does the thing for each head. German, I think his name is, who plays Dr. Nedtree. Also fantastic to work with. And then to name a couple other people production-wise, our crew at Universal Orlando, Bernard Kier, who's also the composer for a lot of my work, including Kong and the fan film Prime Survival, also contributed to helping with this episode, along with Pierce of Cinematic Trash. Did amazing camera work, made a cameo. Thomas Lovekio, Harold Lavortis, who played Mr. Bootleg Plinkett. Dence the Dinosaur Boy, massive standout. I just want to point that out. Osiris brings this up. In the incredible Raptor suit. We'll get to that behind the scenes down the line. Huge props to her. Yes, Cinematic Trash, welcome. Thank you so much for your contributions and helping with the episode. And then also a major shout out, not only to the crew at Universal who work in the Visitor Center and at the park, but also the entire staff of the Jurassic World exhibition. If you guys don't know what that is, it is a tour that you could see all over the world, and it sometimes drops state to state, where you can go in and you can encounter full-size animatronic Stan Winston quality dinosaurs. They are made by Creature Technology from Australia. Yes, the same Creature Techs behind the Walking with Dinosaurs Arena show, behind Kong the musical, behind all those, How to Train Your Dragon. They contributed to this with the animatronics, and just going to the exhibition, talking to them, letting us use their animatronics was also just a fun feat to do. huge kudos to the team in the Mississauga exhibition that actually closed over the summer. So they were a huge contribution. My honey bear, my girlfriend, Nikita, helped out as well in contributing and filming and assistance. Like, amazing job. So many people who helped make this final legacy worth it. Inuyasha Dinosaur 101 and Redland Ranger also contributed. Not only did Redland Ranger do a review preluding to the legacy, he also provided some of the CGI, some of the computer animation that helped getting the dinosaurs in full motion. And same thing with Inuyasha Dinosaur 101. He helped also contribute with some of the CG animation. So many people. That's really everybody involved who just did a spectacular job. It was outstandingly amazing. So that's my first thing, is to say thank you to them. And with that said, I guess we're going to open the door for questions, because we got a lot to cover. Mostly, and we're going to answer some comments, we're going to answer some questions, and we're going to go through all of this, because you probably guys have a lot of questions after all the drops that happened. So let's start with this one. Nissan, hi, good to see you. Thank you so much. Here's a question. I can't pronounce your name. I do apologize. So I'm just going to call you Wario. So Wario asks, hey, Jack, here's a question. Who is the raptor that fought Blue in the Legacy review? So, first question. So there were technically two raptors in the visitor center. One was the big one. It was a clone of the big one from the first one. That was a combination of CG animation and some other means, so like animatronics from other exhibitions that I was able to get footage from. That helped with that. So that was essentially the big one. But the one that's in the lower halls, that is Dark Dense Boy, who does an amazing raptor suit. Now, fun fact about the raptor suit, I wonder if I can get a photo of these guys so I can show you guys what exactly I'm talking about here. Hang on, let me just try to find a shot here, because I'm going to try to show some behind the scenes stuff, like while we talk about things. But what's interesting about Dark Dense Boy is that her and I go back about a decade, because she had actually contributed on to Dr. Kerouac's videos, playing the same dinosaur. Now, the fun fact is that so I'm just trying to find the right piece of music to use here. Interesting fact, she was originally, her and her friend, who had two raptor suits, were going to be in King Kong. I'm not kidding. Like, they were going to be in the new, in our Kong remake, in the Raptors in the Long Grass. Unfortunately, timing was not on our side when we filmed it. So instead, went ahead and we shot this instead. This made totally 100% made up for it. It was honestly really spectacular to see her help out on that. I'm just trying to find some pictures of us shooting that. Just give me a sec here, guys. Pretty sure there's some stuff. Yeah, here we go. So, I guess I'll show this picture, which is really funny. Let me just switch this out. I'll try to switch it out here. But yeah, she built this raptor suit entirely out of foam and bicycle parts and everything. Like, look at this. This is incredible. Like, that is incredible. So she was in the raptor suit, did an amazing job. That's us with Paleo right there. Who, like, look at that. That is probably peak. We were going to use these on Kong, but unfortunately that never came ahead because yeah, it's the times. Now, what's also interesting about Dark Dense Boy is that she's also was in the unicorn suit in the last Unicorn. So she is a creature cosplay designer, and she is a wonderful talent. She runs a convention called Kanji, which is an online convention that I sometimes contribute to. But yeah, go check out her YouTube channel. It is a link in the description, the Dominion review. It is worth checking out. But I hope that answers your question. Shout out to Nikita. Again, thank you so much, Osiris. Guys, go check out Nikita's website, Resiliency Me. It helps kids in low-income housing get mental health treatment. It's wonderful, therapy, and so on. Please go ahead and do that. Again, thank you so much for the rules there. Thank you so much, Osiris, for keeping track. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Yeah, not yet. We're working on our Christmas specials as we speak. Let's see here. I know it's not Christmas, but still. Hey, BigJackFilms, yesterday was my birthday. Wow, really? Okay, well, with that said, anybody who has a birthday on this live stream gets this. Let's just scroll down here. Here we go. Brad, happy birthday, Skycore. Glad you had a good birthday. Hope our review is a good birthday present for you. Welcome. Oh, there we go. All right, let me just switch it off. There we go there. But yeah, happy birthday, man. That's amazing. Hi, Shark King. Good to see you. Here, I thought the last stream was going to be starting at point to not have starting. Yeah, I know. I brought that back for this one, but although this might be the end for a little bit when it comes to Jurassic, because we're going to switch it up. What are the top 5 things you want to see in Jurassic World Rebirth? Now, this stays in line with our discussion. I just want to see a good story. I want to see a good world-building story. I want to see the dinosaurs be the central focus again. I do not want to focus on other human characters, other political side plots. I just want to go back to what made the first 2 especially work for me. Is what I want in Rebirth. I have to see what the trailer entails. You will probably get a reaction on me for that, but there are plans when I do get to Rebirth. But I just have to see what the movie looks like. Jack, just so you know, I have a meeting with my therapist. Okay, no worries, man. No worries. You go ahead. It's all good. Let's see here. Let's see. I hope I have a good session. Yeah, hope you have a good session, man. The therapy is really good. Your review of Jurassic World Dominion just got me so prepared for Rebirth. I actually kind of like how it kind of got people excited. I was actually a little bit skeptical if we were going to get a trailer last week. But I'm actually, in hindsight, happy because it gives my content a little bit extra attention before Rebirth takes over. So I am very happy with how this one's doing. Like, it is doing extremely well. 1.1 thousand views on part 1, part 2's catching up. Like, it's incredible. Like, I'm actually very happy with the results there. But yeah, I am very happy with that. No worries, Osiris. I do want to see that at some point. Hey, Sammy, good to see you. Let's see here. I heard a minor glitch plus when Jack said hello. Did anybody else? No, I don't think so. Thank you so much, Dean. Guys, go check out Dean's stuff on Light Post Films. His show is really picking up. We're looking forward to it. Glad you liked it. What was the original ending of the Dominion review? Now, this is a very good question. I can bring this up now. So, the original ending was not what you saw in the film. Like, it still had me go to the arcade, play the game. But in terms of, like, the ending monologue, that was not what was originally planned. It kind of was. But originally it was going to end in terms of just, like, what was going to be the final shot, the final bit of it. It was going to end with me and Josh outside of Galloping Ghost, or outside some building that was like Galloping Ghost. And we were going to get my spirits back. I was going to be happy, joy. We look up and see a dinosaur. I look at the camera and I tell everybody, you know, thank you so much for watching the last 10 years. And then we were going to end it with essentially us dollying back. Like, it was going to be a close-up of me and Josh. Then I was going to say, well, you know what, for old time's sake, let's end with the meme. And we would take arms, and it would be a bunch of us at G-Fest, and we were all just going to sing, holy fucking shit, it's a dinosaur. Come on, everybody! That was going to be the original plan. Now, unfortunately, when we were at G-Fest, we couldn't really orchestrate or coordinate a big group where we could do that. So we kind of scrapped it. I actually had to think of an ending while we were preparing for the Galloping Ghost shoot. And that's where I thought, well, a monologue would be nice. So that's what it came about. The ending did change to be a bit more lighthearted and hopeful and still maintain that Jurassic Park feel. I wanted to end with a meme, but we contributed so many memes in this episode. We got the "We Got Docs in Here" meme. We got the magic word meme. We got a lot of that in there. And this movie, like, this review was a good way to end it, much more in the vein of Jurassic Park. So I hope that answers your question, Oreo. Are we perhaps going for 1 or more hour if Nikita requests it? No, we're just going to go for an hour and a half because she's not getting off work until 6 o'clock. We're going to keep it on Jurassic Park topics today, Hunter. Very nice. Very nice. I'm glad you had a good birthday. That sounds delicious. Wait, did you meet Ridley Scott? Wait, what? I'm confused. did you know that Sorna Rex's Spino and Pyroraptor, there was going to be a final battle in Dominion? Yeah, I think it was to cut costs, from what I've been told. It was to cut costs. It was because the budget was already high as it was. I mean, that was $265 million. Like, that's one of the most expensive. Let's see here. Since Jurassic World is the only Jurassic Park film in which, hang on, I'm just adjusting my seat, in which we never saw the leaked original version of the film online, yet makes me wonder if there's an original script. I don't know. That'd be interesting if they, if the script ended up online, much like Star Wars Episode 9, Duel of the Fates. I wonder if that ever came about. I just heard that Scarlett Johansson will be at the Today Show tomorrow, so maybe we'll be seeing a trailer. Whoa, you know what? We're probably getting a trailer tomorrow. I'm going to prep myself, because I got to get my reaction video for that top-notch quick. So, I don't know, maybe I'll film my segment today, and I'll just be like, oh, well, when it drops, I'll go check it out. Hey, Allosaurus, good to see you. Welcome to the chat. Oh, I got the hiccups really bad. Hold up. Okay, hopefully that fixed it. But yeah, we're doing a panel on Jurassic Park today. Thoughts on the third trailer for Sonic 3? Again, we're going to keep it to Jurassic Park segments today. I did PM on your Instagram. Very nice. Yeah, again, massive standout. Like, absolutely amazing performance as the Raptor suit. Could have not have asked for a better contribution. Like, that is incredible. Look at that. That is incredible. I'm just trying to find... Yeah, these are some of the BTS roles that we had when we were filming the episode. But let me see if I can find another shot here. Yeah, so I like that one. That's funny. That has to go on my Instagram at some point. I'll keep that on there. But as you can see, yeah, it was really exciting, really fun to have these guys on board for this. It was really good. Also, the Mr. Bootleg Plinkett scene in the Dominion was fucking funny. Seriously, I laughed so hard. Yeah, okay, so that idea, people ask about the Grasshopper God skit. So what happened is that Thomas had seen the movie. I had already seen it. I had my first viewing of it on opening night. But then he saw it, and he hated it. He absolutely hated the movie. And he went, and normally when he hates a movie, he sends me a Plinkett rant on VMs. And they're fucking hilarious. And he was not having it. He was just going on a tirade about the grasshoppers from A Bug's Life. And I'm like, oh my God, this is funny. And I was saying to myself, I gotta get this in the review somehow. So I kept the VMs and I just edited them to where it's Mr. Bootleg Plinkett, because we've already established him. I thought, okay, you know, we gotta get him in here. So it was really fun to get Thomas on board for that. Yeah, the rat was amazing work. Like, look at this. That's incredible work right there. Incredible craftsmanship. Absolutely amazing. Did you have plans to make the final fight to be a lot more crazy? It was mainly going to be the T-Rex versus Carno. That's what it was going to lead up to. I know some of the shots, they can be a little dodgy, but again, we were sort of stressed for time. I'm thinking when I do the storyline segments, I'm going to obviously re-edit it to where it's a bit more movie presenting. Like the post-credit scene of the King's Gauntlet art on the beach, I'm probably going to stick in the beginning of it and add a new opening credits. On top of that, thinking about maybe even doing some extensions, like some extended stuff, just to add to it, but that won't be for a while. But I don't know, I thought the idea of like with the storyline versions, I'm gonna maybe play around with doing extended cuts that adds more for the audience, because there is some stuff that either we were pressed for time, we didn't know how to do it, but thinking about it, you know, it'd be cool to kind of do those effects and shots now, fix the film if I feel like there's some little tweaks there. But that is an idea. That is definitely an idea we want to think about. I have played the Sega Genesis game. Really fun. I will say, every time you give a shout out to someone in your two-part review was respectful and a little bit cringy, it reminded me of the product placement. It might make it edited a couple of that'd be funny. Dave, okay. Kobe Gia, it's easy to pronounce. Okay, Gia, all right. Yeah, we already did that. We already answered that question. Ever you saying that your deleted scene in Kong 2016, you showed the particular archive live action footage and storyboards? Yeah, it was Yeah, it was. If you go to the deleted scenes, you see what I'm talking about. That Dart the Dense Boy was going to be a part of the production, and unfortunately, just timing did not allow her to come in. But we got to use her this time. Let's see here. What are moments of King Kong any version that hasn't aged poorly? Well, again, we're going to keep it to Jurassic Park today. The Raptor suit looks amazing. Yeah, a lot of people were confident. There you go, Dart the Dense Boy. People love the Raptor suit. Thank you all so much. Yeah, she was amazing. We're going to actually have a behind-the-scenes documentary. I wrote notes on a piece of paper of like what I'm going to talk about, but that's going to be a plan at some point. Hi, Starmaster. I saw your Dominion review, and I thought the film should have been about dinosaurs all over the world and how humanity was reacting to it, not just grasshopper, i.e. locusts, or mosquitoes like you suggested. Yeah, I think the mosquitoes would have tied it a lot more together. Locusts was dumb, and I think even Huey Tomar said locusts didn't exist at that time. I'm like, even more sense why it shouldn't be in the movie. I didn't think you know Balana Productions. That means you must know about his Sonic. I only know him through that Jurassic Park retrospective. I have not watched much of his content, but I know he is a very popular person. I'm not a big Sonic guy, so it's kind of past me. I'm going to skip that. But his animations and his Jurassic Park retrospective, really impressive. I will never, ever get tired of Dark Love. I thought the last movie was a fine conclusion. It was okay. It lacked in a few places. It feels like it was chopped. You think T-Rex is 100 years old? No. The T-Rex is, my guess, about 45, 50 years old. Are you one of those people that hate Mondays? I don't wake up early. You should have had Bradley soundboard. Yeah, I should have a Bradley soundboard. That'd be funny. Fun fact, the rhino fight in the trailer of Gladiator was an original idea that was... Okay, interesting. Again, let's keep it to Jurassic Park. Saying this as someone who is not a Jurassic Park fan, that video was awesome. Thank you so much, Ben. Really appreciate the compliments here. Jurassic Park... Yeah, okay, so that stemmed from the fact that I was like, you know what? Screw it. I want to do a Weird Al video. I want to just sing the song. I felt that was a nice way because I felt like, you know, I've gone through 10 years of Jurassic Park and not brought up the Weird Al video. And I'm like, I would do a disservice. So I did that instead, which I thought was way better. Great way to end it. Jurassic World Rebirth basically made the plot of Fallen Kingdom and Dominion extremely pointless when it came to the dinosaurs being all over the world. Yeah, I'm curious how they're going to handle that. Because this is the 7th film. This is not a redo. Let's hope the next movie doesn't do giant mutant logos. I think we're in safe hands with the next one. It's a shame it never made a cameo in your reviews. I mean, I would have liked to, but he wouldn't. I think he's just too popular for me to get on. But honestly, don't mind his content. His content's great. No worries, Inuyasha Dinosaur 101. Just huge guys. Can you guys go subscribe to Inuyasha Dinosaur 101? He did amazing CG work on some of the dinosaur effects that we needed. Those additional pieces. Couldn't have done it without him. Really appreciate the help, man. You did awesome. I love the credits on part 2 of Jurassic World Dominion where Weird Al song. Yeah, a lot of people gravitated towards the Weird Al song, which is nice. Let's see. Here's my reply to my previous post on Rebirth. Is essentially life doesn't find a way, which is the point of the franchise. It does find a way to keep going, if that makes any sense, Night Fury. I love your cover of the Weird Al. A lot of people love the Weird Al bit. Let's see here. I hope the upcoming Jurassic Park game is good. I heard Survival is going to be really good. I don't have a new console to play it, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the plot is about. When's the next time you'll be taking your trip to Universal Studios? Very good question. So, my girl and I have discussed going because she really wants to go check out the Simpsons area. She's a big Simpsons fan. Low-key, guys, if you want to send us send Honey Bear some Simpsons stuff, please mail them away to me. That'd be great. We want to go. She wants to go to Universal. I want to tour her around. We do have plans to come back. Don't know when, but I'll let you guys know. Jurassic World Dominion should have been part 2, and that way, so we don't rush. I agree, 100%, Josh. Also, answer to your question, in that sense. I also want to say, first of all, Cinematic Trash, guys, go subscribe. His camera work's amazing. His cameo is amazing. But, again, shooting at Universal Studios was just so much fun. Let me see if I can pull up some stuff here. Let me just change the soundtrack. Let me find some shots from Universal that we filmed at, because that was fun. That was really fun filming at Universal Studios. Let me see here. Okay, these are nice pictures. I can show these on stream. Let me see here. Let me just remove. Let's see here. Present, share screen. I think it's let's go with this one. And share. So yeah. Okay, so that's me at the Globe, obviously, pretty much. So okay, this is actually the plane we boarded to get to the park. This is we actually flew there, which is interesting. And I took American Eagle. Great flight services, really well done. And I shot a lot of stuff of the plane and me on. So, fun fact, the opening scene of me and 18 talking and me heading home was shot in a plane in the sky. We didn't CG none of that. Real plane stuff. I filmed a movie on a live plane. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? That we got a plane in this. We haven't landed yet. But yeah, so shooting at Universal was great. This picture is interesting. So this piece here. So what this is you're probably thinking, what the hell is this thing, right? What this was is the hotel we were staying at in Orlando. We filmed for 2 years. The first year was this hotel. It was next to this abandoned miniature golf course. It was fenced off. It had this raptor piece, which I had seen before at Universal Hollywood. I've seen this type of raptor bust before, but clearly it has seen its better days. On top of that, there was a Brachiosaurus statue, which was really beautiful, which I was originally going to show, but plot twist, we had actually filmed that before, and we showed that before in my King's Gauntlet arc. So that was a lot of fun. This is obviously me with the T-Rex bust. This T-Rex bust has been here since I first went to Universal, and it was during when it used to be at Universal Studios Florida. So I took some selfies, obviously, which are really funny. I love doing that. And this T-Rex, this thing's cool. It's a really cool bust. But yeah, just a lot of photos behind the scenes. This is Bernard Kier, our composer. He helped us film. Was really nice overall in helping on the production. Really good guide at Universal. Really cool dude. Met one of my fans there. It's always cool to meet fans at there. That was another thing that was really cool. Like when we were filming, I told people I was there, and some of the fans were like, "You're BigJackFilms." I'm like, one and only, and a lot of them wanted photos, so it was awesome. And then Bernard actually gifted me this. He got me a Mr. DNA plushie that we used in the film. We used it in the video. It was a good way to basically show, Mr. DNA in the episode. I had no clue how we were going to do it, but it turned out to be amazing. Like, it turned out to be a lot of fun to get them on board, which was very, very, very good. Very fun. But, yeah, that's a lot of how that came about. There's a lot more Universal stuff, but I will save them for another time. The park is still running at the end, or did it get shut down? No, it's still running at the end. That's the best part. It's still active. It's still an active park. It's probably the only park that Hammond managed to secure. That's sort of what we're writing in. As much as I enjoy Jurassic World Dominion, it still pissed me off that the film was directed by the same guy who would give us the best Star Wars film. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of that interconnected that was interesting. Are you pissed at Jurassic Park? The game is no longer canon. Not really. It's a good game. It's sort of part of the Legends canon. But clearly, I'll admit, it would have been better as like not a point-and-click adventure game. I'm not a fan of that Dragon's Lair way of making games. So I would have preferred if it was something else entirely. So, yeah. Moving on, next question. Wow, we got so many people coming in today. It's been amazing. I wonder if they'll bring the dino from Kenner Toyline like Lycenops. That would be cool if they actually did that. I don't know if they ever did a toy for that. Your rant on the Locust rant was great to listen to. Loudy Nitpick Jr. is going to throw a fit. Oh, I can't wait. Bring him on. That's the thing. The Locust thing was the one thing I had a major issue with in the production in the movie. So, yeah. There was twists and turns in that episode, and I was blown in thanks that you used to patch with the Pirate Return. That's how I felt at the end of the movie. Even after enjoying it, I was just like, that's it? What the hell? But overall, like, that's fun to put. I love using Patchy the Pirate whenever I can. With Rebirth coming around the corner, you think they'll treat the dinosaurs like animals instead of props? Yes, I'm much more excited for Rebirth than I am Dominion, than I was. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, you met Del Toro. Congrats, man. Let's check that out. That raptor suit kind of reminds me of the raptors from Jurassic Park 3. I guess you could say they are. They're a hybrid of the big one and the one from 3, but fun fact, actually, they actually stem from, in terms of lore, Reviewverse lore, they're actually raptors left over from Dr. Terawatt. There is a lost Dr. Terawatt video that involves the two raptors. And I've yet to find them. And basically there was something where he apparently was dealing with genetic science. So I guess in Gen with the deals with the Department of Metahuman Control, they make a deal and there's your uncle. They got the raptors. I remember the Tyrannosaurus chick from the Lost World. I have a feeling we're going to have a feel old yet joke if he ever shows up again. Tyrannosaur chick from the Lost World. You mean Sarah Harding? Oh yeah, that'd be interesting if she shows up. I would like to see her again. The grasshoppers from A Bug's Life. Now get me off the set. Was it the grasshoppers still fucking ring? I love Thomas's Plinkett rant. It was really funny. If the Carnotaurus gets added to Rebirth and given the camouflage abilities, that would be awesome. And albino color would be really cool too. That'd be freaky. Kind of like the Baryonyx in Chaos Theory. Where'd you get that CGI stock footage of the Indominus Rex? Well, a good question, great man. That has been provided. YouTube does provide CG models that are there to use on green screen. That are really cool to use. On top of that, we have International Dinosaur 101 actually contributing a ton to that production, doing a lot of CG models along with Redland Ranger, who was also a huge help in getting that done. Like that, both of them contributed so much work to the production. It is insane. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? There's another thing I can bring up here. I can finally showcase. I'm just going to bring this up. Hang on a sec, guys. So, fun fact is that there's one or two shots of the Indominus Rex that were not CG, and they weren't the animatronics. They were actually miniature puppets. And what we had used was obviously the Hasbro Indominus Rex from the Jurassic World toy line, which I happen to own. It had the rubber feel of the animatronic. I can move it out of frame where it can move its mouth. It was a really incredible thing I just did some tests on. Now, how that worked was we did it, we wanted to basically have it where the Indominus pushes into the wall. The way that we're trying to figure that out was how are we going to get him to do that? Can't get the animatronic, which, fun fact, one of the staff members at the exhibition was in chat telling us that the animatronic constantly broke down, which is like, oh my god, I'm glad we got it when we did. But in essence, what was interesting is that we, in order to make the wall work, we thought, well, let's just use a rod puppet, high-speed frame rate, and we'll crash it through a styrofoam wall, which is what we did. So I bought supplies at the dollar store. I bought some foam, like sort of board, and I detailed it. I actually sculpted in the brick layer to kind of give it that stone look. I added some silver spray paint, added some vines and stuff, and it made it look really cool. But one of the big, and what we also did was we added some fog and light. I used a strobe light at a slow speed and some other lighting. I got these little tiny portable lights. But to add the smoke effect to the environment, at the time I was actually feeling kind of sick, and I had my humidifier. And I had used, I can actually pull this out right now. I had used, for a fog machine for miniatures, just a humidifier. I used the humidifier, and the steam came out, and it added for a brief moment those periods of fog. So for any miniatures, if you don't have use of a fog machine, if you don't have it, just use a humidifier. That does sometimes work. Now, the other thing that the person who really contributed was creating the backdrop of the miniature. Now, the backdrop had to match what was in the Indominus Rex exhibition. And the way that worked was, well, let's do a painting. Thankfully, Honey Bear herself is an amazing painter. She does these amazing portraits and so on, so I can show you guys this. There's a little behind the scenes. This is her sketching the painting. She was sketching the painting. She did a marvelous job sketching this, like doing the drawings and everything. She was absolutely essential to making that work. And it was a lot of fun. Like there she is. Yeah, she's just painting away and really going into the details. You see there how good of a sketch artist she is. So then she would go in and paint it. So she painted this canvas. And actually, you know what? Do I have... let me just check to see if I have the painting. I do. I actually do have the painting still handy. We're thinking about getting this framed as well. But it's actually funny. So this is the painting that we had built for the backdrop of the miniature. This is all done by Honey Bear. Huge, amazing artist. And just their lighting. Now, the way we pinned this up, we didn't get like a frame or anything. We literally taped it to the back of one of the prop bulletin boards seen in the lab. It's a great example of reusing pieces. So this is one of the lab pieces that had all the dinosaurs and the schedules. Now, in the lab scene, we actually had to match what we shot at Universal Studios because we weren't shooting it at Universal. We shot it here in my studio. So we had to match it. But there's the gorgeous painting that Honey Bear made. We're thinking about either frame. I'm probably going to get this framed. I mean, hell, I would love to get this framed in, like, I don't know if anybody, no, probably don't want this, but I'm going to get this framed and make it look really nice. It's a really nice piece that, honestly, Honey Bear did such an amazing job at with that. Like, an amazing painter. Like, an absolutely amazing painter. Like, the way she does depth to field and shading and lighting, she is absolutely incredible. And let's see what else I can show here. Let's see here. So yeah, and then what was funny is I actually did help with some of the painting, and she's a great cook, so she made some of these amazing tacos. Look at these nacho tacos. Yes. So we took some time painting that, and then this is the model. This is a picture of the miniature. So as you can see in the background, there's the painting. There's the wall, which was just styrofoam with silver spray paint, kind of shaded in some little trees and stuff, blue and green lighting to match the miniature or the animatronic piece at the exhibition. But then on top of that, the fog, which is the humidifier. You see it here. Now also I was glad the Indominus puppet actually lights, which is cool. But the biggest thing is you're probably wondering is how did I do the fence? How did I make this depth of field? I just went to the dollar store and I picked up a metal netted little basket thing and just stuck it in front of the camera. And that created the illusion. So for anybody who's like, this is just all dollar store material. And the shots came out amazing. Shot on this table, believe it or not. So that's really all it was. And it came out really well. I was thoroughly impressed with how much this miniature worked. Like, I'm doing a lot more model work and not relying too much on CGI, but there you go. It was just a miniature. That is just my I got some other stuff there, but yeah, the miniature work came out spectacular. There was nothing like it, and so that is just an example of us just going all out on this episode. I was very happy with how all that turned out. I hope that answers your long question. Great, man. Thank you so much. Let's actually move ahead. I would love to see the music video. We are going to release the music video as its own thing at the end of the week. We're going to release it Friday. Oh, yeah, Mr. Plankett Grasshopper saying, yes. Jurassic World Dominion probably would have turned out the way it were if Michael Bay... Oh, God, no. What was your first experience of seeing Jurassic Park for the first time? Well, in answer to your question, I can answer that. Give me a sec. No, what? I actually can't. I have the VHS that I grew up with, but it's stored away. But I have the VHS tape. That was my first time. My first time watching Jurassic Park was on VHS in full frame. On top of that, we had neighborhood friends when I was a kid that I used to hang out with. I remember their names, Sean, John, and Ian. And they used to play with the toys. We had all the action figures, the Kenner toys. And oddly enough, Sean and Ian's mom looked like Laura Dern in the movie, which was always like a little side note there. But that was my first time watching it. Became a fan instantly. Loved dinosaurs growing up. And then seeing The Lost World, that was an entirely different beast on its own. Just have to adjust the chair. Seeing The Lost World in that theater, and technically I have seen all of them in theaters. I did get a chance to see Jurassic Park in theaters during the 3D re-release, which is awesome. But yeah, that was my first time, and getting the 2-disc special edition DVDs, or just the DVD box set with The Lost World, that was a huge deal when DVDs came out. And watching the documentaries, The Making of Jurassic Park, narrated and hosted by the late James Earl Jones, great filmmaking course in like 45 minutes. If you want filmmaking courses, but you don't want to pay for film school, go watch DVDs. Get DVDs and watch the bonus materials. You will not be disappointed. It is pure filmmaking research, pure filmmaking education. I made a late stream. No worries, man. So the storyline is not coming out for a while. Yeah, we're going to wait a little bit because we have some other things we have to do first. Mainly Star Wars is going to be the next big thing we work on. We're still doing other little small projects, but Star Wars will be the next big one. Did you ever plan to have more dinosaurs for the finale battle like in Spino? No, Spinosaurus we already did. We've done our time with Spinosaurus. We were fine with what we had. I think it's better when the fights are condensed down. I felt my heart when you did a live-action Land Before Time concept. A lot of people gravitated towards that. I was thinking I was going to get my neck wringed for saying, how dare you want a live-action remake of that and do a disservice to Don Bluth, and, oh, RaisorBlade's going to kick your ass and all this shit. It's like, I'm surprised that was that proof of concept actually worked. Because I expressed how a remake could work if you had to. I don't want a shot-for-shot remake with the same dialogue and characters. I want something more adult and grown-up. I want the same story, the same music, the same story beats, but no talking. I think it would make for a very interesting experience and actually pay respect to what Don Bluth's vision originally intended. Let's give you a shout out, Castle Cribbers. Yeah, did you know the grasshoppers and locusts are the same thing? Really? I mean, yes, but, you know. I know Jurassic Park Part 2 Chaos Continues for SNES. I used to play that game a lot. That was fun. Where did you get the footage of Benella Productions? It was taken down by... I don't know if it was it taken down by Universal? I think he took it down on his own. I downloaded it 10 years ago. I've had it for a decade on my hard drive of him reviewing the movies because I love that review so much. When I was doing my reviews, I was watching all of that on the go for research. So that's why I was able to get the footage, because I had it in my archives. Correct term for the locust should have been grasshoppers. Yeah, it should have been. Imagine the fight between the Raptor Squad and Lions. That would be cool. That'd be interesting. I created a little title for my fan film, Jurassic Park, Zach's Easel Adventure. Okay. Listen, that sounds really fun. I want to see what you do there, man. I know we're trying to find a title for the fan film storyline compilation. We're thinking Jurassic Park Breakout would be a good one as a nod to what the third film was going to be called. That's sort of an idea we had. Breakout Jurassic Park. Let's see here. That wouldn't make sense because she died in Fallen Kingdom review. Yeah, exactly. And you could say they've cloned a few assets of Spinosaurus, but I think we've had our say on that. I mean, technically, there is a Spinosaurus during the invasion, Gallagh's invasion. It's at Universal, and it's in the fight in Toronto. There's 2 specimens. So, just imagine if the Indominus Rex fought the Ultimasaurus in a canceled scrapped hybrid. That would be cool. That would have been awesome. Do you have plans for V-Rex to make a physical appearance? Did I have plans? I still have plans. That was a tease for a later project that we might do in a couple of years. We have some ideas, but it was something to set up for some later episodes. I always wonder what would happen if Jurassic Park series added the Megalodon. That'd be interesting. I mean, we've already got movies for that, so I think we could skip that for now, but it'd be cool. I want to see live Pleurodon. Screw Kathleen Kennedy for firing Colin off Star Wars to the face. I mean, she contributed more than you know, and if you guys paid attention to that whole rant, there's some hints of what's going to happen in the prequel trilogy. Ever played Lost World arcade game? I have. In fact, Hunter, I have reviewed it in my Jurassic Park video games review back when Fallen Kingdom came out. Check it out. You get my opinion. Hey, Jack, who is your all-time favorite shot in the review of the dinosaurs? I think for me, my favorite shot, hands down, I'm gonna find it. Let me see if I can find the shot. Because this shot was my personal favorite to work on. When I went to Universal and I got this shot done. I was incredibly happy. Like, because the blue skies were perfect for compositing. It was just a great high note to end on in terms of how this ended. Now, if I could find this shot, hang on a second. Let me just look through here. Where would it be? I think it would be here somewhere. Yes, it's this shot here, which I'm going to let me just put it here so you guys can see sort of the on a repeat. But basically, this shot was probably my favorite, the last shot, because it came out so goddamn well. So what this is, I'll just if you hear National Dinosaur 101, this shot here was the ride that I filmed on a blue sky day. I added the CG T-Rex. I had to do it in 3 layers. There's the foreground layer with the ride, there's the T-Rex, and then there's another copy of the same background but behind it, because I was using blue screen and Luma key to make this shot work. So that is probably my favorite shot, because I love how, like, he roars time to the ride coming down. Like, that shot is absolutely gorgeous. The way that came out, absolutely incredible. Probably my favorite shot to work on personally was that. So yeah, there you go. That was amazing. What do you think of Jurassic World fandom as a whole? I think it's pretty tame in comparison to other fandoms. I don't think it's as toxic. Hey Jack, why the hell do I sound like is someone calling my name? Shut the fuck up. So, in answer, that's a good question, actually, like post-film. So, why that shun shift? Why that joke? It comes from a behind-the-scenes flub. So, when we were making the episodes, one of the things we're tinkering with this season is the topic and discussion of AI. Now, we feel like AI should be used as a behind-the-scenes tool. It should not be used to full effect to create content. That's where we feel like it draws a line. But as a tool for very temporary measures, I think it's perfectly acceptable. And this was one of our first hands in it by using the deepfakes voices of John Hammond. Now, that is actually Richard Attenborough's voice. It is taken from GameSprite audio from Trespasser, which a lot of people have used. Now, the original website we had used, UberDuck, which was a fan-run website for people to mix sentence characters for YouTube poops, using that technology we were using it for John Hammond, and then the website shut down or had to change because of copyright infringement, which, respectful enough to the people who voice these characters, I understand, and the trademarks. But we only had half the dialogue finished. So what we had to do was we had to find a different way to go about it. And I talked to Josh about it. And we were joking around saying, oh, watch what happens when he glitches out and he suddenly becomes Stephen Hawking. And so I thought, well, that's funny. So I had to look up a Stephen Hawking-esque voice box to type it in and send the dialogue. And that's where that joke came from. Now, when we were doing that, we realized, oh my God, he sounds like Pollo from atop the fourth wall. So we just put in a little gag that Pollo would jump in and say, is someone calling my name? Kind of came out of nowhere. But what's interesting, it's kind of ironic because I won't get into too much detail, but the voice of Pollo just got in a lot of shit. That's all I'll say about it. But so basically, it kind of makes sense that it would go back to the Stephen Hawking voice. But we love Atop the Fourth Wall. Linkara's amazing. Shout out to him and his work. And, you know, I just thought it was nice to kind of bridge that in our time in the Reviewerverse. Also, yeah, everybody saying hi to Brock. We have ideas. I can happily say we have ideas, but we don't know when we're going to execute it. So stay patient. Even in Jurassic World, Dominion fumbled the concept with dinosaurs in our world. Chaos Theory managed to actually succeed. Exactly, and I want to see more. I want to see them flourish that out and fill that out where it makes sense and it actually makes sense in film canon to work. I think is absolutely important to this franchise to go that route. So I am hoping the next installment does that. Or at least, like, Chaos Theory. Are you feeling okay? You survived Isla Adventura. I mean, I still have PTSD. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, man. They're coming to get me. Did that tree just speak dinosaur? Oh, God. No, in all fairness, I liked also that we didn't leave it where it was sabotage. We left the island to still be running. I think it is important to still keep the dream of Jurassic Park. Do I have the Red Rex? No, I wish. However, if you guys want to send me a little early Christmas gift, link down below to my mailing address, BigJackFilms, P.O. Box 326, Queensville, Ontario, L0G100. If you guys are interested in sending me fan mail, requests of movies for opening night, gifts, it's Christmas, you can send them my way, and I will be happy. I love stuff. In fact, we have here something I can open. Might as well. Viewer mail time. Fan mail. I just received this the other day. Might as well open it up. Just as a prime example of fan mail. A fan mail in the middle of a Q&A. Like, Jack, what are you doing? So this is from our boys at Potterstown. And let's see what he has to say here. So these were his top favorite movies of 2014. He gave us a picture of the top 4 movies that he liked. So Godzilla 2014, The Hobbit, Planet of the Apes, Box Trolls, Lego Movie, all those came out. Wow. And then he said top 10 best movies of 2024, including Godzilla x Kong, Primevals, Transformers 1, Idea Man, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, don't know that other one, Dune Part 2, Idea with You, don't know that one, Monkey Man, and Orion of Dark. This is all his movies. And then we have, I think, a letter attached here. Oh, wait. Worst movies of 2024. Miller's Girl, agreed. Saving Bikini Bottom, Cat and Dog, Descendants, Woody Woodpecker, Mufasa. Mufasa hasn't even come out yet. Madam Web, and Argyle. Interesting. Now, is there a letter with this? I don't think there is, but prime example of you guys want to send me mail and stuff, you can definitely do that. But yeah, if you want to send me the Red Rex for Christmas, there you go. I'm just going to adjust my seat again. I actually got a brand new chair, so I feel a lot more comfortable. Good to see. Yep. Welcome, everybody. Imagine a Lion King crossover. That'd be awesome. Hey, and Redland Ranger in the flesh. Welcome, Redland Ranger. Really appreciate you coming in. Huge thank you to him for his CG work and helping us out. Hope you enjoyed the final product. It was great. And yes, Swarm Leaf Gobblers. That's actually one of the first jokes I came up with when I saw the movie. I was like, Swarm Leaf Gobblers from Land Before Time 5. Perfect. There you go. What if the Ultimasaurus was the final boss? That would be cool. Hope Gareth Edwards can do a better job with dinosaurs than he did in Godzilla. I agree. I think he's learned his lesson, especially after Rogue One. Rogue One was amazing. What do you think of the original ending of Dominion? It would have been cool. I would have loved it just become an all-out Jurassic War. A lot of people said Dinobot too. Interesting. The Dark Dense Boy. It's kind of accurate. Hopefully bring back the Carnotaurus. Yeah, I hope so too. A lot of people want Ultimasaurus. That's interesting. The Grasshopper still fucking reign. I should make that a soundboard. I was talking about the Baby Rex from the Lost World. So the Juvenile. I mean, that'd be interesting. I'm still under the assumption it died in Jurassic Park 3. Let's see here. Wow, so many people come. No, we're gonna skim down. We probably got like 1 million comments right now. So, oh my god, we got so many. We're gonna skip ahead here because we got a lot of people. Anyone remember Goji Center's doing the Ultimasaurus? I don't remember that. I don't think I've watched Goji Center. Currently on Thanksgiving vacation. Hey, have fun. Congrats. You probably enjoyed a vacation. Hope you enjoyed the Dominion review. Since you know about Dinosaur Planet, I'm surprised you didn't reference Pod. I forgot that was a Pyroraptor, actually. I'm more a fan of White Tip's Journey. I think that was the better structured storyline. But yeah. The grasshoppers all died from Godzilla blasting him with his atomic breath. And then David Spade became Mega Gyrus, Mega Gyrus, Mega Vaginas. I might need to write that joke now. Did you ever thought about having dino-human hybrids physically appearing? Not really. It was more to set up for what's going to come in the future. That is something I'm really looking forward to finally getting to at some point. What was your favorite quote from Jurassic World Dominion? I really liked Chris Pratt, Jeff Goldblum's line where it's like, "You were in Jurassic World. Jurassic World? I'm a fan." It's probably my favorite line in the movie. That was relatively funny. Jeff Goldblum had some of the best lines, I felt, honestly. I don't know what that is. Dude, can I be honest? Everybody's bringing this character up. I don't know. I don't think it looks as bad as most people make it out to be. I mean, it's the same director. Let's give it a chance. Did you know that the Lost World Arcade was going to be ported to Sega home consoles? Ooh, I know Josh would have loved that. It sucks they didn't do that. White Tip was one of... Okay, interesting. Curious if you made a Jurassic Park movie or short film in Tennessee. I don't know. It'd be interesting if they did like something with the Badlands where they like dig up dinosaur bones. Who is Mr. Bootleg Plankton? Oh, there's Mr. Bootleg Plankton. I'll get you for this, Krabs. Shia Kazim. Oh my God. Krabs! No, Mr. Bootleg Plinkett just stemmed from Thomas's amazing impressions as Mr. Plinkett from Red Letter Media, the guy who made famous for Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, is the most disappointing thing since my son. That's where it kind of came from, and Thomas did just an amazing job with that. One thing I do want to point out is that you pronounce... I know, there are some unpronunciations that I do apologize for, just some of the glitches. There were some problems that I will admit. I did have flub on. I thought about just doing my own Nostalgia Critic fuck-up video. Just, your constant spelling mistakes, your mispronunciations. I should just do a whole video on that, actually. That'd be kind of funny. If you were a dinosaur, Jack, what would you be? I would be a velociraptor. I'd be the intelligent ones. Did you make a little mistake in part one of your Dominion review about the Dimension-Tron? I don't think I did. Do you think a fully operational dinosaur zoo can actually work in real life? Only with herbivores, not with carnivores. Jurassic World Dominion is the best movie I've seen in my entire life. It was always a big number one. I mean, like, listen, my opinion is my own. It doesn't dictate what anybody else is. But, yeah, it's, if you like it, you like it. If you hate it, you hate it. If you're middle, you're middle. That's all I can say. The grasshoppers from A Bug's Life have come for their food, but the dinosaurs are going to make sure they're going to get it. Yes, A Bug's Life, the prequel in the dinosaur times. Make it a crossover with Disney's Dinosaur. There you go. By ripping them apart. Little Das's Hunt is probably the darkest episode. The volcano's great. No, which one's the one with the tsunami? That part's dark. Do you think Dinosaurus 1960 in Jurassic World Dominion when the Gigo Dino Breath Fire? Yeah, it kind of had that vibe, didn't it? Not like that. Let's see here. Despite being a Beast Wars fan, what are your thoughts on Transformers G1? The Dinobots are cool, but I prefer Beast Wars. Okay, so it's in the Chaos Effect toy line. It was originally going to be the animated series. Oh, okay, I know what you guys are talking about. Okay. Here, okay. Wow, I got a lot of people in here today. Let's see here. Let me skim down a little bit. I looked up the Ultimate Source made. Okay, all right, interesting. Which dinosaur you felt bad for in Dominion that you felt like it had potential? The Therosaurus. Again, I can't pronounce it. Big Bird. I'm calling him Big Bird. I don't care. His name is Big Bird. Big Bird had more potential. My next review is going to be a holiday special, and it's Batman 1. It will also have clone troopers in the Star Wars. Interesting. Okay. You're going to have to DM me on that. Pods Travels. Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. So here. Which is your favorite dinosaur design from the dinosaur ride? The Carnotaurus, hands down, is a cool design in that ride. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna have to. Let me look this up. Let me look this guy up right now. Let's see what y'all are talking about. Ultimasaurus. All right. Well, first of all, let me just show my stuff here. Share screen. Ultimasaurus. Share. What are you guys talking about? Oh! Oh! Oh, that thing! Oh my god! Oh dear. Wait, no. Guys, can you confirm if it's that big? If it's that big, Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit. That thing, okay, you know what? That thing's terrifying. That thing is horrific. Wow. I do not want this in my movie. I don't think this would fit. My god. Holy, that's what it is. Okay, I completely forgot about that creature. My god. Oh my god, people. That's insane. Wow. Skulls of 2 Spinosauruses. Wow. Let's see here. Hang on. Somebody pointed this out. It is pronounced Therizinosaurus. Therizinosaurus. I don't remember that. Therizinosaurus. Okay. Interesting. I best be heading. It was an honor to help you out. Hey, honor to have you, man. We'll reach out at some point, okay? Dino Crisis, yes, it could work. The canceled cartoon, there was a 3-headed T-Rex thing. Oh my god, it's still going. Wow, people were really wanting to see that Chaos Effect series. Interesting. Pods travels at the tidal wave. Okay, so what? Oh my god, people are crazy for this animal. Okay, so what we're gonna do, guys, is I'm just gonna actually start wrapping it up soon with this panel. I would like to see 3 more questions regarding the production or the story. If you guys have any questions, 3 more on that topic, and then we're gonna wrap it up because I do have to get back to work. But I should point out too, we are going to do a behind-the-scenes documentary on the making of this. We have a blooper reel that we're working on slowly. Don't know when they come out. They're going to be kind of random, but yeah, I am really wanting to see more. I really want to show you guys more of what's coming and more behind-the-scenes stuff. But we also have a Christmas special to work on, and we want to get ahead of the curve here. So let's answer 3 more questions regarding the production. Yeah, okay, so AI Hammond, good question. AI Hammond just came from the fact that I wanted to start talking and having the discussions with the season about AI, artificial intelligence, and how far it's gone, how it's been a tool, how it can be a problem, and this is just the starting point of it. There is more to come when it comes to AI and how that works, and I think AI Holographic Hammond was a good catalyst to that. So I hope that answers your question. Actually, this one has a question. Did you get permission to film at the museum after hours? Actually, we tried to film as much as we could. Okay, so we just came in. Fun fact, the Royal Ontario Museum has it where at the end of the third Tuesday of every month, you can go to the ROM for free. And we took advantage of that, and we were filming there and down to when everybody would leave. We would get the best shots when everybody was gone. It was really fun. The ROM is a really cool museum. Great dinosaur exhibitions and creatures. That full-size sauropod in the lobby, that is a real legit specimen. Really cool stuff. I love that place. I want to go back at some point. But yeah, that was just us going in and just filming undiscreetly and inconspicuously, and we made it work. Okay, let's answer one more question here regards to the episode. So fun fact. Okay, let me answer. Let's see here. Well, I already answered that question about the stinging, about it being part of the original ending. But let me find a good question here. Let's see here. Okay, so interesting. All right, so this is a good way to end it here. Oh, okay, so I answered 2 more. 2 more I've already picked. Okay. First of all, how was the waterfall scene shot? So that was shot in multiple ways. The first way it was shot was basically through the fact that I went to Canada's Wonderland one time, and I was originally going to do the stunt. I was actually going to go jump. There's at Wonderland, there is a new at the water park attraction. There's actually a cliff you can jump off of. And I was going to do it. In the Jurassic shirt, I was going to make it work. However, Having experienced jumping from that great a height, especially in Cancun, Mexico, I actually got a little traumatized, so I chickened out. I really wanted to do it. I really wanted to do the stunt, but at the time I was going through back problems over the summer, so I actually could not do the shot. So thankfully there was a diving show that I just filmed the divers, and through the magic of quick editing and stuff, you had somebody doing the jump for me. So technically, in a way, that was provided by my stunt double. My disclosed stunt double did the jump. However, the rest of it, whether it be the cliff face, that was shot actually right across the street where they were constructing a new building, and there was this big pile of dirt, this big mountain of dirt that actually, like, if you put a camera below it, you could get some dynamic shots overseeing the forest. And I thought, this is a perfect shot. So Brad and I set up the camera in a low angle, and then I just stood there on the cliff edge, and we added CG water to make it look like the waterfall. And through the magic of editing, we made it work through compositing. But then jumping in the water was shot in a pool that doubled as a tank when I was at a hotel at Niagara Falls. So me and Alana, when we were shooting pickup shots for the King's Gauntlet, the hotel we had a pool, and we utilized the pool to get those shots. Now, I have an underwater camera that goes back to the days of Kong that shoots in 1080p, and we utilized the pool for those shots. So we shot a lot of underwater stuff in that segment, and then we just spliced it with some actually B-roll background plates that I shot at the aquarium downtown Toronto, and just splicing it. It worked out well. And then the Mosasaurus was all CG. The only practical elements was actually not an animatronic. I went to the zoo, and a lot of the very the things of it surfacing up practically was actually a hippopotamus. It's a hippo that was just swimming, and I just shot it in angles and made it look like another creature. So that's how those shots came about. And it's pretty cool what you can do with editing when it comes to stuff like that. So could have used crocodile, but crocodiles weren't out that day, so we went with that instead. But that's how the water scene. But we're going to end with this last question, which is really interesting. What was your favorite part of the entire review, outside the moments you already mentioned? I'm going to have to say the exhibition. The Jurassic World exhibition, utilizing them to make the film, was amazing. Their contribution really made this possible. It made it a lot more fun to work on, that we were using full-size animatronic dinosaurs. Like, when you see my character wrangling a Tyrannosaurus Rex, which, let me see if I can find a picture here. Hold on a sec. Whoa, okay, hang on a sec, guys. Let me just see here. Let me just try to find the shots here. Okay. Whoa, okay. Let me find the shot here, and I'll share it with you guys. Let me just move this. Stop screen. Here, and here. This was what made it work. This is probably the biggest kept secret was, yes, that is me with a full-size T-Rex. That is not CG. That is practical in-camera Stan Winston quality. I was honestly really happy that they let us utilize these beautiful animatronics by Creature Technology in Australia. And they look on par. Like, Stan Winston would have been proud of these creatures. Like, it was honestly incredible to see this happen. Like, to see me interact with this. And it was just real. It was all in camera. It was not fake. It was a real dinosaur, so it made the scene more powerful, more realistic. It would have been more goofy if it was CG. But the fact we used this creature, this animatronic, was absolutely incredible. Probably my favorite part about doing this review was just getting those shots, which the first time we got, but then we went back and did reshoots and did it a few times, so just so we could get it right. It was a lot of fun to put together, and that alone made it worthwhile. I was honestly very happy that this puppy worked as it did. It's just such a gorgeous piece. And we were the last ones out of that exhibition too that day, so it's cool. But anyway, guys, that's it for this live stream. This Q&A. I hope you guys got some insights on the story. Got some insights on the behind the scenes, the making of. We're definitely going to come back to this as a documentary. And we're going to definitely be coming back and doing more streams. But in the meantime, I do have to get work on my Christmas special, which I will not announce what the title is yet. But let's just say it's going to be a pretty quick, easy thing to put together. But something to get you guys out for the holidays. But again, I just want to thank everybody who contributed to this Jurassic Park Legacy reviews. Everybody in Orlando, everybody in Universal, everybody here at home at the Jurassic World Exhibition, everybody involved. Honey Bear, huge shout out to Honey Bear, my girl. Huge shout out to my financial backers at Patreon, my dad, my mom, just everybody involved who helped not only make this happen, but also make it a success. It was just such a high note to end on, and I couldn't have asked for a better finale. We will be back. We have, I should say, to close off with what's going to happen with Dominion, I have an idea. And I have a story, I have an idea, and I can't say what it is, but we have a plot, we have an idea, and we're going to be filming it for hopefully in the next few months. And we got some ideas handy that we want to do to continue the legacy in some form without resorting to 4-part reviews. But let me know what you guys think after this stream in the comments, what you guys thought. Continue to share and support the videos. We'll be back soon with more content, but again, thank you all so much. It was just such a blast to end this series, and we're going to come back with more down the line. So until the next video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. BigJackFilms signing off saying, I guess I'll see you when the Dominion or the Rebirth trailer drops. It's going to be exciting. And happy American Thanksgiving to everybody if we don't live stream for the rest of the week, but we're probably going to. But until then, see you guys later. Have a good night. Have a good evening. And take it easy. Night.